All right, guys, the Iceman here on a Wednesday evening, main events tonight, and more importantly, tomorrow, Thursday night, final resolution for TNA Impact. Unfortunately, I won't see it as it airs tomorrow. I got a 15-hour workday, but I will watch it Friday after I get all my errands and whatnot taken care of. But final resolution looks to be halfway decent. We have the Magnus Jeff Hardy Dixieland match, and that is the match that I really want to see. Even though through inadvertently getting results from spoilers, I already know the outcome, but I still want to see how it all develops. Leading up to the very end. Uh, but yeah, we got the holidays coming, and so next week's going to be probably a very light schedule. Tomorrow there'll probably be no videos being put up by the Iceman. Um, but you know, all in all, it's been a halfway decent year in the world of professional wrestling for the WWE. I mean, if you look at as far as the WWE goes and what they felt, overall, I think their pay-per-views this year, if you were to give them a rating of 1 to 10, if you average all the pay-per-views out, I wouldn't honestly give them much over a five. I'd give them about a 5.5, maybe 5 and 3/4 for the whole year because they had a lot of lackluster pay-per-views. There was a couple good ones. I thought TLC was halfway decent. I enjoyed SummerSlam. WWE didn't think it was all that good. I thought Payback was pretty good. I thought Money in the Bank was pretty good. And I even liked Night of Champions. WrestleMania was so lackluster. Um, and earlier on in the year, the Rumble usually does pretty well and Elimination Chamber. But for me, with The Rock being involved and taking the title away from CM Punk and then wrestling John Cena at WrestleMania sort of took a lot away. But all in all, it was just above average year for pay-per-views in the WWE. As far as TNA goes, I'm not going to really give them a rating. They've been going through a lot of issues, and I'm going to give them a clean slate for this coming new year because without Hulk Hogan now running the show, let's see what Dixie Carter has in store for all of us. I reported on the other channel that AJ is going to resign a contract, and thanks to Andre Corbeil, I kept my confidence in that, and it just sort of that's the thing that kept me hanging on to TNA, because with the loss of AJ Styles from TNA would have been been disastrous, I think, for TNA. But we'll just have to wait and see, what happens. AJ's supposed to return back in March. We'll see him on TV through the, up till like January 9th or whatever. But that's all due to tapings anyway. So now there are also rumors going about, and I guess Vince McMahon is looking into this idea of doing this about airing SmackDown live. And in doing so, he wants to change the night. Now, we all know that SmackDown gets taped on Tuesday, it airs on Friday. Now, with that being said, you know, Vince never thinks of TNA as a threat to the WWE. And, the way things are going right now, maybe he has, he really, they are no threat, really, when you come down to it. Now, I'm just waiting to see because uh, SmackDown is taped on Tuesdays. Will Vince change SmackDown over to Tuesday nights live? That's the one thing I'm waiting to see what happens. Because if he changes it to Thursday to compete with TNA Impact Wrestling, I mean, to me, that's done on purpose. There'd be no excuse for that. And hopefully Vince doesn't do this. I mean, they're already being taped on Tuesday nights, so why not air them on Tuesday nights? So that's one thing I'm waiting to see what Vince McMahon decides to do here. Because if he does change it over to Thursday nights, then you know damn well he's doing it on purpose. He's doing it to really destroy TNA when there's really no sense and need to do so. So, if I were Vince, do the right thing, you know, move it to Tuesday nights live and have Monday Night Raw on Monday Live and Tuesday live on SmackDown. But my way of thinking is Vince isn't going to want to have two live shows, 2 nights back to back. And then, of course, Wednesday we have Impact Wrestling. Whether or not Vince can finagle with Ion Television to change main event to another night or not. But this is my point. You know, will Vince decide to move it to Thursdays? And if he does, then I really, really do believe, Vince doesn't want everybody to think this, but I really do believe he's doing it really to put a nail into the coffin of TNA. And then TNA has to make a decision what they want to do. And talk with Spike TV and maybe make arrangements to possibly maybe even moving their night of Impact Wrestling. So, there's a lot of things going on there in the mix. So we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, so there's a lot of things going on out there. This upcoming week, Monday Night Raw is going to be taped. So I mean, the spoilers they're already out there. It's unfortunate, but they're already out there. And I choose not to look at the spoilers. I recently was inadvertently sent results. I didn't know what I was reading until I saw it. I didn't realize that's what was sent to me, because if I knew what was sent to me, I wouldn't have watched it or read it. But anyway, so this coming week is going to be the holiday week. At least it gives a chance for the wrestlers all to go home and, be with their families and loved ones. And as well, all of us here on YouTube have the opportunity, to really maybe slow down a little bit and, spend time with our families. I know I'm going to be out at my sister's house for like 3 or 4 days, out with my niece, Cassidy, and my other niece, Alyssa, and my nephew, Matthew, and my sister, Kathy. We're going to have a good time out there. But yeah, so it's, who knows what next week's going to bring. There's not going to probably be a lot in wrestling news. If anything, there's going to be a lot of dirt sheet rumors put out there just to get everybody's attention, really to catch our eyes and just make us wonder, if it's true or if it's not. So, but we got Royal Rumble coming up in January, at the end of January, I should say. Matches aren't set in stone yet. We do have a January 6th rematch, John Cena versus Randy Orton in Baltimore, Maryland on Monday Night Raw for the World Heavyweight Championship belt, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship belt, I should add. So, it's that time of year where, things can't be going full bore, all year long, as much as probably Vince McMahon would like them to be. It's, the fans have a life as well as the wrestlers, and this is probably one of those times of year that the wrestlers do get the opportunity to go home and be with their loved ones and their family. So, hopefully they get to enjoy their short time away from the WWE ring and whatnot. But anyway, so I just wanted to put this video out there. Like I said, a long day of work tomorrow, 15-hour day. And Friday, just getting things all together and prepared, running some errands, and getting prepared for the holidays and whatnot. So I'll be around through the weekend, and then after that, whether I'm on YouTube or not after, Sunday, I'm not sure. But again, yeah, it's the AJ Styles thing is still sticking in my mind, and if AJ does sign that 3-year deal, it's great news for TNA Impact Wrestling, because that's the best news that any of us that are TNA fans could hear at the end of the year, because this starts a new beginning for TNA in 2014. So in any event, we'll wait and see what Dixie Carter has to say about all this eventually. And that's about it, guys. Peace out. We'll talk to you probably Friday. Have a great Wednesday night. Main event, guys. Final resolution tomorrow.